Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please hit the subscribe button and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Please hit the bell button to get an alert every time I upload new content, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would make me very happy. Today's video is the Saucebox Mermaid Live palette. It's very exciting. Here's the palette in all of its glory. I will do some swatches. All right, so first we have La Serena, Seaside, Kelp It Real, Pirate's Gold, Treasure Chest, Merman, Shall We Dance, Moon Shadows, and Warm Sand. So those are all of the colors. There's only one matte, that Moon Shadows color, and a couple of them are not as shimmery as the others, but that's fine because the ones that are shimmery are very shimmery. I do have my Saucebox Etude House palette on hand. I can see into the future. I'm going to use one of the shadows from this palette just for my crease. But this is an amazing palette. Not a lot of fallout, a lot of color payoff, and yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and take a little dive into the Mermaid palette, please keep watching. All right, so I already have my makeup on, which I think is going to be okay. I've already swatched all of these, and most of them are pretty shimmery. I don't think there's going to be much fallout, and I haven't put anything at all on my eyes. I used a setting spray, but no eye primer and nothing that's going to change the color of my lids. So I'm going to go in with this guy, which is Warm Sand. I'm going to sweep that all over my eye. That's really solid. Solid in terms of quality, not in terms of it being hollow or not being hollow. Yeah, the color is applying really evenly, and I'm not getting really any fallout at all. Not powdery, and this is really one of the more matte. I think it probably is matte. That's pretty. And I'm not getting, again, really any fallout at all. So next I'm going to go in with this one. This is Shall We Dance. And I'm going in with and the original eyeshadow that I went in with, I used a Real Techniques medium shadow brush. Now I'm going to go in with a flat brush. This is a ColourPop brush. And I'm going to go in again with the Shall We Dance color. And I'm getting a lot of color on the brush. So I am going to tap it off. And I'm going to put this right in the center of my lid. Wow. That is really pretty. I can't imagine what that would do with, wow, with some kind of primer on it. Wow. And really I'm not really getting any fallout at all, which I kind of expected to not get any, especially with the shimmers. So I wasn't getting any when I was doing swatches. But wow. Those are really pretty. Then I'm going to go in with, this is a Real Techniques pointed liner brush, which I'm not going to use for liner. I'm going to use it with, this is La Serena. And I'm going to, and again, I'm getting a lot of color on here. So I'm going to tap it off. Not much is actually coming off. That's interesting. So I'm definitely going to pat this instead of brush it, just in case I do get fallout. And this I'm going to try to focus just on the outside. I'm just making kind of rings around the center of my lid. Kind of stripes, I guess. No idea what I'm doing here. Just trying to imagine ways that I can use as many colors as possible in this palette. I've got some stripes going on. I'm just going to see where this goes. And then over here, yeah, really no fallout at all. I am tapping off my brush. I'm getting some transfer up into my lid, and I will go in later. I have another Saucebox matte set that I'll use. Do not know where I'm going with this. But again, I'm trying to be symmetrical. What I think I'm gonna do, actually, is try to really, is it called a halo? Trying to just kind of, not going up into my crease exactly, but I'm just making kind of a circle around, half circle around the Shelby Dance color. And that's not bad. Eyeshadow is just about like, I think that often if you stopped right in the beginning of the process, it would be a disaster. Because it really has to do with kind of blending and balancing and adding and things like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. This brush is probably too stiff. I wanted something really, really fine, but I'll find another brush for the next color. I'm going to a pool party, not a pool party in the pool, but a pool party around the pool. We have a pool in my condo, and we're having kind of beginning of summer, even though it's not quite summer, but we're having a party down by the pool tonight, not in the pool. And I will look very pool appropriate, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go in now. This is a brush and I don't know what it is. It's an old MAC brush. Old MAC brush. And I'm gonna go in with this blue, which is Seaside. And I'm gonna pick up some of that. So pretty. Pretty. Yeah, I'll be very appropriate. I am getting a little bit of fallout with that, but not terrible. I'll just tap it off a little bit more. Not terrible. Blending. Wow, I am just a color bum. I am gonna go in with a purple, and for that I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna use my Ramona color switch, and I'm gonna focus the purple on the outer V. So it's this guy here, and this is Kelp It Real. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I think the Kelp It Real must be the green, but it does correspond with this. So I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to look the colors up. I'm gonna pick this up and tap it. I'm just gonna focus this out here. Tapping. I'm not sure about that, but that's okay. Can always come back in and do more blending, add more, take more away. Can't really take more away, but add more. Blend more, certainly. But the colors are really pretty, and I'm not really getting much fallout at all. I'm gonna go back in with the pointed liner brush, and I am going to use the Ramona color switch. Clean it up. And I'm going to go in just in my inner corner with this color over here. Okay, so this says that it's Pirate's Gold, which makes sense because it's gold. All right, and I'm going to tap. I'm just going to try to place this. Ooh, wow. Look at that. Oh my God, my eyes are so colorful. That is pretty. That is really pretty. I guess I don't need to come in and use every single color, do I? I am gonna go in with my, just gonna clean up my crease a little bit. And actually I'll just use, this is my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm gonna go back in with this guy, this is Warm Sand. It's really the only true matte in the palette, and I'm gonna tap it off. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Blending it, which actually makes it a lot crisper. And a little bit more. And I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I'm just going to blend a little bit in here, kind of soften things up. Again, a teeny bit of fallout, but really not much for as much pigmentation as I'm getting with all of this. Okay, I'm going to go in with, this is another Saucebox palette. This is the Etude palette. And I'm going to go in with this color here, which is Coffee Toffee. And I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek Soft Dome Brush and pick some up and just deepen up my crease a little bit. Get on my other eye. I think the one thing I want to do is add a little more shimmer to the middle of my eye and soften up that gold just a tiny bit. Can I do that? Can I soften up the gold a little bit? That remains to be seen. So I'll go back in with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and just soften a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just such a shiny color. It's really, really pretty. So I'll go back in on my lid with, I'm gonna go back in with the Shall We Dance, this one up here. And same brush, this is the ColourPop flat brush. I'm just gonna apply more of that here. I was thinking about going in with the gold, but actually this is kind of what I started with, so I want to leave it there. I want to use that color as much as I can. And then I'm going to go back in with this MAC brush that has no number on it anymore and just add a little more green. Okay, so this is the finished eyeshadow look. I'm going to do eyeshadow and mascara and lipstick. I'm going to think about that for a minute and I'll come right back and give you a final thought about this palette. Alright, so this is the finished look. I used Too Faced Better Than Sex and Benefit Roller Lash on my lashes, and I used my Tom Ford Fancy eyeliner. And then I used ColourPop Lumiere, ColourPop Bound, and then a little bit, I'm not really very glossy, but I used a little bit of NYX Butter Gloss in Tres Leches just because it was feeling a little bit, the contrast of the kind of matte lip and my sparkle as was just a little bit too pointed. So I wanted to add a little bit more gloss, which doesn't sound like anything that I would normally say. So I like this a lot. There were two colors that were just not very shimmery. These two guys here, which are Mermaid and Moon Shadows, but they are shimmery. They're just not bam in your face, kind of like all the other ones are. I didn't use them here, but you did see them in the swatches that I did. This is really, I love this palette. It was worth the wait. They did keep putting production back and changing the release date again and again and again, but it was worth the wait. I know that they waited to release this to make sure that the quality was really under the control of Saucebox and was really the quality that they wanted to be selling to people, which is good because it was not a cheap palette, but it was totally worth it. And I am looking forward to diving in. I'm totally unintentionally making mermaid references, but I am looking forward to diving in to explore this a little bit more. This is lovely. So thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Hit the bell button to get an alert every time I upload new content. Hit the like button if you liked it. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care.